Hi everyone. I don't generally make content, so I'm going to do my best with this. One of the farms that I have been doing recently but haven't seen a lot of activity on online is Farming Wardens outside of Altram Ruins, now specifically in the Arborstone area. Um, Most of what I see about this farm is with other classes beyond Ellie. But I play a very focused way on my Melandri's Accord Elementalist. This is pretty much all I play anymore, so I kind of have to make every farm work with Ellie as best I can. So this is what I've come up with. It leverages, it's built around killing using the Famine nature ritual, as well as Edge of Extinction to clean up any stragglers. I have 3 Dervish out of range healers using Mystic Healing, which I have set to a macro on my keypad to trigger all of them all at once. So you'll see me use that. You'll see my health just kind of go up out of nowhere, and that's where that's coming from. So, quick explanation of the skills before I do a demo of the run. Mantra of Earth and Stone Striker, of course, for generating energy and reducing damage in combination with a shield that has armor versus earth damage, and Geomancer insignias all the way down. Armor of Earth for additional armor. Between these two, you reduce a lot of damage. Quite a lot. Lastly, Stone Flesh Aura to finish off the mitigation of any remaining damage. This will take anything left and turn it to 0. Of course, a combination of Sympathetic Visage and Ancestor's Visage, alternating because of their length and cooldown. The purpose of this is to keep the warrior wardens from healing. I'm sorry, not from healing themselves, from knocking you down. So while I do have I Am Unstoppable, this only lasts for 2/3 of the time. And Aura of Stability has a similar problem, 25-second length out of 30-second duration. I'm sorry, out of 30-second recharge. However, you have to move a lot in this farm, so that wasn't usable anyway. Yeah, this prevents them from building adrenaline, as well as having energy, which is between the two. That's what enables their knockdown. So these two prevent that from happening, as well as fueling your damage. Weirdly enough, in combination with Famine. So, lastly, I take Radiation Field. Excuse me. I take Radiation Field to help make sure that if there's any straggler wardens that didn't take any damage from my primary strategy, this gets them below 90% to then take damage from Edge of Extinction. That is a requirement for that skill to occur. They'll take the damage, but they need to be under 90%. So yeah, that's an explanation of all of the skills. I Am Unstoppable, like I mentioned. It's not enough to serve as anti-KD for the entirety of the run. It serves its purpose in very specific portions that I will call out, specifically at the beginning and the end. The rest of the farm, as you're balling up the enemies, Sympathetic Visage and Ancestor's Visage will do that for you. All right. So I'm going to go do a demo run of the farm now. To begin, we're going to rezone twice. And that's to ensure that when we /resign, we spawn at this, at that like portal. I'm not sure. Zone? I'm not sure. Alright, there I just healed using my dervishes on a macro. I'm going to turn the sound a little bit. Okay, so standing here in the middle, we're waiting for all the groups to show up. It looks like everyone's come to the party. we're going to do this. Okay, so we need to make sure that we keep up these two, one of these two at all times, as well as Stoneflesh Ore at all times. Otherwise, you will take a lot of damage. And your healers can, of course, help you out if you make any mistakes. Let's open up Pyre's panel. So we're just backing up. We're going to use this wall to help ball them up. Keep them in place while we spike them down. Let's get Edge of Extinction going. Don't be a noob like me. Keep that up at all times, like I said. A lot of moving parts to this farm. Okay, so we're going to go I Am Unstoppable. We're going to get Famine ready. You can't get Famine ready until you have them balled up. And you don't want to start lowering their energy until you get everyone into place. So now they can't knock me down anymore because they have no adrenaline. And I'm using... There we go. And I'm using these two abilities to both keep them from gaining adrenaline, lowering their energy, and then thus causing them damage with Famine. And so yeah, it's a fairly safe farm once you get comfortable with it. There are a lot of moving parts, so if you go to do this and you find that you're dying a lot, that's totally normal. There are a lot of moving parts to this, and I had to spend kind of a couple of hours before I really got comfortable with it and could do it reliably. And so now we /resign. Of course, we spawn at the portal, so we can just flip around, run right back out. And I'm going to run it one more time silently. Okay, so there were a couple of items that I wanted to address as well. So this is sort of going to serve as an appendix to the video. So why would you run this? This run is really great for getting superior runes when done in hard mode. You can technically get them in normal mode, but there's no reason to farm this in normal mode. Hard mode doesn't really change anything other than requiring that your technique is on point. But yeah, this can farm perfectly fine. It's quick, it's reliable. At this point, I basically never die anymore doing this. So it really is just a matter of like learning the process, and then yeah, so hard mode all the time. I would not run this during times where there's no current festival and you don't have favor of the gods. It alters your drops significantly enough that as you saw in the videos, I didn't get that great of drops the 2 times that I ran it on recording. So yeah, I didn't have favor of the gods, and of course it's clearly not a festival. So I would save it for those time periods. Do something else while you're waiting for that to happen. So some information about setting up the spike that I didn't get into great detail. The goal is to basically ball everyone up using these 2 abilities and that calcified fallen tree. And then once you've got them in place, you have to pause usage of these 2 abilities and leverage I Am Unstoppable. So you have 20 seconds to get Famine up, get everybody into play, bring the warriors over to the ritualist, flag your heroes, and get them out of the way. They need to be moved far enough away, and you can send them to the portal. I use there's the little like red circles from where you've run, kind of your red trail sort of thing. Just flag them to the first circle and it'll be perfect. If you flag them into the portal, they will teleport to you, which is kind of annoying. So just flag them on the center of that circle and it'll be perfect every time. That gets them out of the way when you're leveraging the tree over here to do your killing. Yeah, so you have 20 seconds to do that with I Am Unstoppable because you don't want to be lowering their energy during that time period. Because with Famine up, they'll start taking damage and thus scattering. You need to get them pinned up against the wall with them facing towards your right-hand side to keep from scattering. And that'll keep them attacking you, which is what generates the damage. It's the melees attacking you, lowering their health. You, and then an AoE, lower the energy of... I'm sorry, I said health, I meant energy. You lower their energy. You lower the energy of everything around you, including the casters. It's not around them, it's around you, adjacent to you. So that's why you need to be next to the casters as well. And then, of course, Radiation Field to trigger the 90% clause to Edge of Extinction. Is this perfect farming technique for Ellie? Probably not. I mean, I don't even have an elite skill here. I didn't find one necessary. I didn't find one that helps either speed this up or make it more reliable or anything like that. Everything I tried felt like a waste of time. So yeah, you could probably find a way to do this without 4 additional heroes, but it doesn't change anything. They don't affect your drops aside from the gold that you go to pick up when they're out of range. So, you know, I don't really care that they're there. I like having the dervishes as an emergency panic button when I make mistakes, because especially doing this quite a lot, you get into a rhythm, but you also start to get too comfortable. I mean, even in the video, I made way more mistakes than I used to when I was first developing the farm, but I just never lose now, so I don't care. As long as I complete it, I don't care. Yeah, so that about covers it. Feel free to drop a comment if you have any questions at all. I'm happy to help. Yeah, take care.